slot that on the right boot, but it was good defending. And Mancini and Spinazzola holding firm for now. So Bayer Leverkusen have it from the corner. It's all the way back to halfway. As I was saying, it's just all about making sure Roma don't have any good chances. But Roma have to come at them, so it should be a gripping contest. They're compelled to go for it. And under De Rossi, they actually have. They've only lost 4 times under him. Drawn 5 and won 13 since he's taken over. Decent record, just under 60% win ratio for Xabi Alonso. He's been at the helm just under 90 games, 57 wins, 18 draws, just 10 losses, but none of those this season. They will take on the outfit from Kaiserslautern on the 25th of May for the DFB Pokal final, the German Cup. Got a chance to win this one. Who will they be playing if they get through? We'll know a little bit later. Atalanta Marseille is just balanced at the moment. This one not, but a goal from Roma would open up the door, at least to a few nerves. On the other hand, if they go 3-0 down, you would say it's time to shut the gate. Maybe think about this Sunday's game against Atalanta. Out to the left now is Bayer Leverkusen offside down there. Ronaldo, Palacios and Hincapié working that left touchline. Xhaka in the middle, 31 years old, is the Swiss, former Arsenal man, 7 years there in London, 3 goals in the Bundesliga this term. Played with Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's poor from Roma, kicking out short, and that is an error that they can't afford to give those high offensive turnovers to Bayer. They'll go for a shot here, as always, rising and spraying out to the left foot, long range effort. De Rossi wants to see some better ball progression down the pitch, because that was given away. It was way too easy. Grimaldo, Xhaka, real danger men. They've got so much on the bench. The opulence is there. 10 minutes in now, and it is 0-0. Roma searching for a couple of goals. Angelino back to Ndicka. Now the high press comes. There's Hoffman coming forward. Adli playing on the right side. He will interchange with Hoffman. He was in his first year since leaving Mönchengladbach. 10 million euros it cost at the age of 31. It's quite a big figure for a 31-year-old in the Bundesliga, or in any league apart from the Premier League. Now Pellegrini, the captain, back to Ndicka. Nothing doing down the middle, so Sevilla comes into it. The Ivorian defender was a little scared when he went down against Udinese in the Serie A. Abandoned the match, or they paused it, didn't they? They came back and played it a couple of weeks ago. Roma getting a very late winner. They restarted it from the 72nd minute. They won it in the 95th. Pedro Cannavaro's first game in charge, unfortunately for him, but they redeemed themselves with a couple of draws since Udinese. A couple of precious points. They're still in the drop zone. Cannavaro getting a draw against his former club as a player, Napoli, in the weekend. Very, very late goal, so a bit of retribution. And now Bayer can come down the left flank. That is a superb ball. That will be held up by Klojek once more. He wants to run at the man, which is Mancini. Takes it on the angle, hit the shot, again blocked. He goes down the angle quite rapidly. Now it's back with Palacios. Out to the left again. Looking for a way through. They want to entertain, not just win, but also entertain. There's a fair bit of the Napoli feel about Leverkusen. They've got their big Nigerian also, with Boniface. 30 yards out, instead of going for the curler. Leverkusen player loses his footing. And again, Xhaka, Boniface, it's Palacios, and now Pellegrini. Asking a little bit of Angelino. Came through in January from Galatasaray on the spin now. It was beautifully done by Xhaka. Still 30 yards away. Looking for the space to shoot here. He was Good closing down at the end. Grimaldo will chase out to the left touchline. Take it back for Hincapie. Inside is Tar. 10th appearance for him. Captain looking to get a treble. Leads the company's 11 to something glorious. Taking the glory from Bayern Munich, who were knocked out last night. We brought you that game. Also, very late win for Joselu and Real Madrid, and Ancelotti returned to the bench and found the answers. Can Roma do that? Indica, 13th minute, still 0-0. It's all about knocking balls into the box if they can. De Rossi preferring not to play Dybala from the start, as Lukaku remains central. Asmun next to him. Now a long ball is Angelino, the number 69, headed it forward. Spinazzola is overlapping, but that's well retrieved. As Tapsoba from Burkina Faso, 2 goals in this tournament. Tries to chip it away, wins a throw in the right back pocket. Well done by Leverkusen. They look a solid outfit. We're very well organised. Something extraordinary in this part of the world. They're in the very west of Germany, around that Dusseldorf area. If you look up the map, the Bayer Arena. Dortmund not too far away. St. Duisburg and Bonn, the former capital. As they switch play, it'll be picked up by Grimaldo. Spaniards, first year in his free transfer from Benfica. Trying to win it back though. Indica, simple pass forward. Still on the halfway line. Sent out to the left where Angelino waits with Spinazzola. It's interesting from De Rossi. He's chosen 2 left-sided defenders. Not sure if that's through necessity or something just to put the doubt in Xabi Alonso's mind. There's Pellegrini again, allowed to carry the ball. He'll go through towards Asmun. A little bit too much zip behind that, all the way through to Kova, the keeper. His first year since joining from Sparta Prague. Also, project up forward, former Sparta player, €13 million signing. He's only 21. Kova is 23, so there's a Czech feel about this Bayer side, especially tonight. Both of them starting. As we go to the fire squad, look up some stats. 70% of the ball with Roma. It's now down to 60. It's been readjusted. 0.26 is the XG for them. It's 0.03 in the first leg. Last time they played, you can see that in the head-to-heads. Scroll down and you will find Roma 0, Bayer Leverkusen 2. Florian Wirtz with a goal in the 28th minute, and it was Andrik in the 73rd. Neither of those are starting as they come forward again down the left. Good surge of pace towards Slojek. Also Hoffman waiting. Frimpong out the right side. That was well done by Hincapie. Now they've got some space to shoot. Good save from Svilar. Pushes it straight back out away from the goal. Picked up again as Hoffman and Xhaka with Tapsoba. They found a good square ball. This will release Hincapie to strike that one and goes well over the top. It's a disappointing finish, but it is exciting football from the home side, and just the way that they found an angle. The only way to get the shot was to put it straight at the keeper from the number 25, Ezequiel Palacios. 5th year since leaving River Plate. Hasn't scored in this tournament. Has 1 assist. So now it's Mancini. They come down the right side. Haven't seen too much of that. Asmun located there with Cristante. So Romanian is on loan from Bayer Leverkusen. Very familiar with this area of the world is now Spinazzola. Good ball. Player goes down. It was Asmund himself who gets the all okay from De Rossi to get a start here. Has started a few games under De Rossi. Does like Xabi Alonso as a player. Still yet to get a goal. And not so in Serie A though. Pellegrini put to the ground, and this time it's a free kick going the other way actually. No, he's just missed it. Kovar will roll it out towards Frimpong. Tapsoba. Again, Frimpong pushed up high. Tapsoba meddling with the Roma midfield. He'll win it back. Well done by Ndika. Finds Mancini. He needs some set pieces to get him within distance of goal. Get him 6 to 8 yards out. He's quite good with a vertical leap. Good strength if they can win a corner. Xabi Alonso, 29 years old, has 3 Serie A goals. He scored 4 for Leverkusen last season under Alonso. He played 31 times in the Bundesliga for Leverkusen. Before that was with Zenit and Rubin Kazan, FK Rostov. All up in Russia. Again, this is Paredes coming forward with a bit of pace to find El Shaarawy out the right. Good square up. Well played away by Tar. Flow in Roma, right side. 19th minute, 0-0. Just a quick score check out the other side. It is Atalanta 0, Marseille 0. So at the moment, that one's going to extra time unless someone scored. But there's a long, long way to go, as there is here. Roma haven't found any clear-cut chances, apart from Lukaku getting in behind the last defender. But the keeper saved the day for Leverkusen. Would have been a very, very early goal. It's Frimpong. Spinazzola's down. He wants a free kick. He's asking the linesman. And Ndika has to sort things out at the back. Clears it behind for a corner. Now they all come towards Frimpong. There's push and shove now. Pellegrini is infuriated here. I've never seen him react like that. The way he's pushed Frimpong, who could have easily just fallen on his backside to accentuate things. Spinazzola is still down. Hopefully this isn't a serious injury for him. We saw it at Euro 2020. 3 years on, here he is on the ground once more. Now, Pellegrini saying you should have played that out. Jeremy Frimpong. Still they're arguing. Players stop. 20th minute. Referee Mac Elliott comes over. Needs to have a chat with Asmund. Who's he going to show the card to? You would think there would be one in this, as Alonso and De Rossi having a chat with the fourth official. Tensions boiling over. More from frustration from Pellegrini. He wants a response, and now it's Mancini that's shown a yellow. Same with Tapsoba. Those two weren't even involved. So Spinazzola put his hand up, wanted the ball played out. Frimpong said no thank you, and he went accelerated in fact down that right wing. I guess he has every right to do so. Ball has to be out of play. Then De Rossi and Alonso have given each other a little hug and said, I think we need to calm this down. And I think the referee was appreciative of that. Before that was Pellegrini with a header. Not threatening enough to beat Kovar. There's a few travelling Roma supporters here. They're keeping the faith. Heartbreak last season to get all the way to the final and go out the way they did. As Spinazzola comes to the bench, his night is over. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Zalewski comes in. That is the first change of the second leg here. So where does Zalewski go? By the look of things, Spinazzola was playing at left central defence. So we're back underway. Leverkusen are going to have a corner from that, and they get it all the way to the back post from the right to the left, and it's fizzled away. No one got a touch on that, I don't think. It might have been Tapsoba. if it glanced off the top of his head. Tapsoba is on a yellow, as is it's Mancini. Good ball played out of the back by Zvila, and forward comes Angelino. Lukaku holds it up. Back it goes for Pellegrini, the captain, as a diagonal option. Out to the right side, he's sent to field, draws in two players. Cristante was slow. Now it's Mancini who came forward, and Leverkusen have played it out, so Roma throw. 23rd minute of the game. Zalewski is the first change of it. So he wears number 59. Polish, versatile kind of player. At just the age of 22, he's come through under Mourinho's reign. And 21 appearances and 1 assist in Serie A. Long ball, Roma. Well done by Tar. Tapsoba's there. He nearly lost out to Asmun, who was trying to pick his pocket. Away comes Xhaka. Down the middle with Lojek. Now they start to spread for him. The check goes out towards Hoffman. Back into Lojek. Big chance. And somehow it's gone to the right of the goal. It was a goal-saving tackle to deny Adam Lojek, who has scored twice in the Europa League this season. And overcame. Here's the final. It's Mancini. It's come off Mancini and then gone away. So that will give Roma a bit more hope. Bayer fans cannot believe that didn't get toe-po-toe. Another corner for them. It'll be the left-sided player is Grimaldo. Swing is towards Villa, the Roma keeper. Goes short though. Back for Grimaldo. Gets closer to the box, and it's towards the 6-yard line. They can repel for now. The Giallorossi. Other Bayer player goes down 40 yards away. Free kick for them. And that is a little bit of argy-bargy, you could call that at the very least, as Palacios cops one to the neck by the look of it. That's what he's holding. So a chance from a set piece here for Bayer Leverkusen. First change of the game. Spinazzola out injured. Zalewski comes on. So all up, it's his 22nd appearance in the Europa League. He has 7 more in the Conference League, back when Roma won it. About 35 yards out, directly in front. It'll be smashed towards goal. That come off the bar. Zvila got a hand to it. That dipped late. That was wonderful to watch off the boot as Lojek took the responsibility himself. And that went over the wall, and then that was a stunning way to dip the ball. Ronaldo-esque, you could say. Zvila got a hand to it and pushed it over. It might have come off the bar if it was untouched and bounced over by the look of that trajectory. So another corner for the home side. This time it'll be out on the left. It'll be Hoffman to swing it towards Villa. The pressure coming. It's overhit, and that will bounce out harmlessly. A valiant effort though from that was Hincapia trying to keep it in, the Ecuadorian. Roma throw in their back left pocket. 26th minute. Alonso knows what he's up against. Means that Roma are quite resilient. Angelino goes with the throw. He's about 25 yards. Comes off Lukaku's left thigh. By a throw. Right side for them, going from left to right. Squared up from... That's back to Tar. Tapsoba now at right back. Just for now, for this passage of play, is Roma trying just man-on-man marking. Be chipped away by Kovar. Again, well done by Lojek. He came, touched it back, and then he turned. Hoffman also good, but here's Hincapia. Down the left side, right out to the wing now. Grimaldo. Good square ball. Telegraph pass. Cristante back to Zvila. A hurried clearance up to the halfway. Asmun in a tussle. Well done by Tar once more. Won the header, watched it. And Asmun had to watch it sail over his head. Palacios. Now Tar taps over to his right. Instead he goes short. Xhaka. Back to Hincapie. Doing a good job to keep this away from the La Lupa, they call it, the Wolf. There's a Bayer player down, clipped from behind. It's unnecessary, to say the least. As Paredes is going to go in the book here. Again, it's Palacios the target. I wonder if there's a few words out there between the two Argentines. Paredes technically in his third Roma stint. So his second yellow card of the game for Roma, third overall. 28th minute booking. Leandro Paredes, his 13th appearance, 3 assists in his comp this season. Former Juventus, PSG and Zenit. Now Mancini. Good chip and chase. Out from his back left pocket. Forward pass, Angelino was chopped off by Hoffman. Angelino with a throw. Goes long. Frimpong got there. He was unmarked. Brought down calmly done by Xhaka. Now Hoffman out to the right. It's well done by Frimpong. A burst of pace. He was held back. Linesman flags, and this might be another card. This is Zalewski that gets one in the 29th minute. Is it starting to unravel for Roma? So Frimpong at right back, interchanging with Adli down that right side, the former Toulouse player, third year for Adli. Set piece, Bayer out on the right wing, about 22 yards back from the goal line, about 4 in from the sideline. Hoffman to take. So goes low and square again. It's squared up. This shot comes. It's off the post. Surely needs to be tapped home. It is a goal-saving clearance from Evan and Ndicka. Hands on heads in the black and reds. Nearly taking a 3-goal aggregate lead. Very, very nearly. They deserved a goal. Just can't find it. Denied by the woodwork. And Roma are living dangerously. In it comes again to the back post. It's deflected up and over by Gianluca Mancini's header. And that was just intelligent play. And it was always curling away after Palacios hit that from outside the box, dead centre in front of Zvilar, but he hit it on the right and it always curled out towards the left post. Now Zvilar got a touch and onto the post, back to Zvilar's back, off his head, then onto the line, cleared away by Ndicka, no goal. Another corner for Diveltself. Lukaku doing the defending. Tapsoba coming forward, lofty into the box. It's Villar that gets up high. So I'm just looking at the stats now. Bayer in the ascendancy, a bit less of the ball, but doesn't matter. 9 goal attempts to 4 for them, and that's their 6th corner to 0. Roma need to just compose themselves. They are a good team, but Bayer Leverkusen are unbeaten in 2023-24, 48 games. Looking to make it 49. Mancini got a ball in low from the right wing, an overlapping run. Kovar got it. Took a touch on the way through, but it was never dangerous enough for Roma to construct something. Now ball through as Ronaldo fed it through for Adli. High, up and under, away to halfway as Lukaku got there first. Asmun was wrong-footed. Very nearly got us. Tapsoba works it out with Palacios and Xhaka. Definitely have grown into this match as quick as they needed to by Leverkusen. Half an hour gone. 0-0. 2-0 on aggregate for them. Looks like we'll have at least 2 German sides in the final. That is a fingertip save. Coming in from the right wing. Frimpong put it onto his left from 20 yards. Has hit that outside the right post. It was harrowing towards, wouldn't say the top left corner, but up around there. Miles Villa with a goal-saving touch on that one. So another corner, 7th of the game for Bayer, as they start to turn the screw. Hoffman to take, he's got the option short, they will go there. Grimaldo back for Hoffman. Touch inside, the work out for Azmoun, needs the help of El Shaarawy, can't make the option out to the left wing, and Roma lose it immediately, outnumbered. They were hunting in packs, Bayer Leverkusen. So a slow transition as they look for their formation to retake shape. It's like watching Terminator 2. It's carved up into bits and then reforms. That was what it was like to look at Xabi Alonso's team then, and just know where to be. Square ball as the play finds its way out to Hincapie. Xhaka coming deep, cross for Frimpong, trying to lure in El Shaarawy. Now Frimpong takes on the player. He's outdone Zalewski, who's on a yellow, doesn't want to commit. Angelino double back. Took a touch off the Spaniard. Frimpong, Hoffman. Inside the box, it's squared up again. It's Palacios and Xhaka. He's shot. Double blocked by Mancini and Cristante. Roma were a bit better than this at the Olimpico. They were unlucky to lose by 2 goals, but they weren't organised and responsible enough. Bayer Leverkusen don't need a second invitation. They will take it. It's on offer. Wirtz and Andrik with the goals. Frimpong again to his feet, up against Zalewski. The ball to Frimpong, zips that across. El Shaarawy at right back. They cannot find a way out. They are hemmed in. Beautifully done by Hincapie. Midfielder Bayer Leverkusen has Roma's measure. Pellegrini needs to do something. Player goes down. Referee looks at it, says play on. Wasn't enough in it to give a penalty. I'm sure Hawkeye crew and VAR will be looking at this. If there's any advice need to be given to referee Danny Makaelia. Tapsoba still in the attacking half, working away frantically to make options for each other, and that's how you win games in the Bundesligas. Now Pellegrini out at left mezzala, they call that in Italian, left midfield, in the 3-man midfield. Lukaku looks up, the former Interman, and well intercepted just at the last moment with Xhaka getting back. And again in that right back pocket, using his body well to shield the ball away. They find options everywhere they look. Sweeping move from Capia. Can carry it 25 yards, then move it on. Plojek, 30 yards, and closing for Frimpong on the angle, needs to hit it! And again, good blocking by Angelino. Villa not called upon this time. And Zalewski's been pulled over. Landsman had a look at it, so there was nothing in it. 36th minute, Roma are lucky not to have conceded. It is 0-0. Let's check in on Atalanta. It is 1-0 for the Italians over Marseille. Ademola Lookman with the goal. We've also got some Conference League tonight. It's Olympiacos 1, Aston Villa 0. That's a 3-goal lead now on aggregate to the Greeks. That's what Bayer want here. And they might just get it if Roma switch off for a moment. They'll have to stay on just to keep in this at 0-0. Pro for Bayer on the left side. 3-on-1, they win it back off Lojek, and Zvila doesn't want to think about it for too long. Smacks it 60 yards. Azmoun trying to crumb the ball off Lukaku's head, but it's a cross for Tapsoba. The goal from Olympiacos. El Kabi, of course, it's him. Did all the damage in that first leg at Villa Park. Cross coming from the right from Frimpong. There for Lojek, trying to barge his way past Ndika. Held his ground. And Roma at times look all at sea, and then just out of nowhere, an extra body in a white shirt just rolls up at the right time. Splendid performance from Bayer. 30 yards away, still cooking down the right wing. It'll be a pot shot, and it's flashed across as Hoffman went for glory from a fair distance out on an angle, say about 22 yards back from the goal line, about 10 away from the right post. What a night for Ayoub El Kabi, the Moroccan striker. Hat-trick last week at Villa Park, and now a goal at home for Olympiacos. Here, Lukaku with an early chance. Good save from Kovar. And then it was Palacios striking the post. And also Ndika clearing off the line from another occasion. Plojek has been dangerous. To head into the 38th minute. Europa League, second leg of the semi-final. Bayer on course. And it looks as though they'll be meeting Atalanta, Gasparini's side, unless Marseille can do something and get one at Gevis Stadium. Good fluid play. Leverkusen out to the left once more. Referee just getting out of the way at the last moment there as a good cross comes in, shipped away by Zalewski. Roma pushing up. Zalewski keeping everyone on side for now. They will come down that flank. Adli, Frimpong. Good ball in for Plojek. Needs to hit it first time. Did. Mancini got his boot in the way. It bounces towards that right wing again. They are holding on. Bayer with all the ball. Roma have taken a back seat here to low block, and they've got everyone defending except for Lukaku, who's just outside the box. Good ball towards Grimaldo. Chance here for Frimpong. Had it taken away. They're asking for a handball here, Roma. And Zvila makes a double save. It's no goal. And we will see on the replay if it did go in the back of the net, if it would have counted. Grimaldo made the run into that left half space. And then it was Ndika claiming that Frimpong handled the ball. Plojek on the volley, on the follow-up. Good dexterity from the Czech striker, but it is Mile Zvila who has so far been the saviour for AS Roma. They need to find a way through towards Kovar's goal. They're going to get back in this one. Being suffocated here again. It's one high. Bayer displaying why they're so good. They've won it just outside the box. They need to punish Roma. That's what they need to do to get their authority here. It's Hoffman, and again Angelino slid at the perfect moment. He'll take the throw at the right wing, 20 yards back from the corner flag. Frimpong squares it up. There's so much space here, not just between the lines but across the pitch, and Lukaku is sent forward in a foot race. In Hincapie got his left boot to it, sprayed it across the touchline into the attacking half. Roma, first time in a while. 2-0 on aggregate. Leverkusen leading Roma 0-0 on the night. 4 yellow cards in total, 1 for Tapsoba, then 3 for Roma players Mancini, Paredes and Zalewski. Again, we'll go through the starting lineups. It was Spinazzola at left back, Ndika and Mancini. Spinazzola went off injured. Zalewski took his place. Angelino, Cristante, Paredes, Pellegrini, El Shaarawy, Lukaku and Azmoun. The away Italians. At home, it's Kovar in goal as Angelino sweeps a ball in. Lukaku rose high, got his head to it above Hincapie, but it goes off the Belgian and out for what looks like a corner. What's the referee said here? Is Lukaku impeded? Is this a penalty? What is going on? Was there enough for that? They're saying that maybe it's Jonathan Tah that's pulled the shirt here. Good ball in from Angelino. It was Tah on Azmoun, has pulled him down, and then Lukaku got his head to it right on the penalty spot as well, where he was pulled down, and they get a kick from that very location just before the half-time whistle is going to be blown by referee Michele De Rossi's side has a chance. Who can step up? He would love to see Paulo Dybala out there, but he's on the bench. Kovar, pending a VAR intervention, is going to have to try and save this. Paredes wants his penalty. It might be Lukaku to hit it. It's a confident approach from Leandro Paredes. Palacios and Paredes have already gone at it. Palacios has hit the post. What can Paredes do? He places it on the spot into the 43rd minute. Roma fans with their hands on their faces here at the Bay Arena. A chance against the run of play. They hadn't been forward for a while. In from the left, Angelino sent the ball in. Asmun brought down by the captain, Jonathan Tah. And Paredes now with an opportunity, a golden one for the Giallorossi as he steps in and makes no mistake. Clinical. Straight down the middle of the goal. It is Leverkusen 0, Roma 1, and we are back underway with a real contest. Leandro Paredes with what is his first goal of the Europa League for this season. Gets Roma back within arm's length, and that was dispatched with a little bit of frustration in that kick. You can see right foot straight down the middle, about chest height, but Kovar dived. If you're looking at the goal, he dived to the left of the goal, or to his right, and Paredes immediately hit it that hard that it bounced off the back of the net and straight to it. The Roma fans ecstatic here. Xabi Alonso, one finger on each side of his temples. He's asking them to put their thinking caps back on, see out the first half without conceding. Roma with an incentive now. They hadn't done much in the first half, but they lead. Is there a way out for them? I don't think Leverkusen would care if they lost this match as long as they got through to the final. Their streak would be over. I'm not sure if Roma's good enough to block out a side in this kind of form for the entirety of a game. But Jonathan Tah went into the book for the shirt tug on Asmut. Now they'll go route one. It's man on man there. Header forward from Zalewski, goes back to Frimpong. Well, now there's a loose ball picked up, and El Shaarawy will put it forward towards Lukaku down the right wing, up against Hincapié. It's an interesting battle ensuing there. First time ball into the middle, and Asmut flung out his left boot. It's gone over the crossbar from, I'd say, 6 yards. Did it come off Tapsoba? Roma might have a set piece. In the 45th minute, it did come off Tapsoba. It came in with so much venom. A curling, gorgeous delivery in. Roma have come towards the end of this half and taken the game to Bayer Leverkusen. Before that, the home side did deserve a goal. Very nearly got one. Roma awarded a spot kick. They have taken that and converted it into a goal. Now Kovar comes from the corner on the left side and pushes it away. It'll be a throw out the other. Just needs to hold his nerve, as does Jonathan Tah. Needs to regroup. It was his challenge that gives away the penalty. A bit erratic at times. We've seen Gianluca Mancini. He's known for giving away penalties. We've got 4 minutes of first half stoppages with Roma having a real go before the half. Long throw. Cristante got there. Then Tapsoba. There's a free kick going by his way to get them out of a bit of strife. A little bit reckless from Tah on Asmun and Paredes. He has gone for the simple solution, straight down the guts of the goal, and Jonathan Tah's very apologetic look, a bit of anguish. It's the right to face Atalanta or Marseille in the final in Dublin on May 22nd. Be a busy week if Bayer can get there, because they would play Kaiserslautern straight after that for a chance to win a treble. That's assuming they win in Dublin. Good ball from Pellegrini. Long range strike here, and it's blocked. Roma are coming. So El Shaarawy trying to show what he's made of. He's a creative finisher. Usually scores spectacular goals or none at all. Pellegrini plays it back for, it's up for Paredes. It's a nothing ball over the head of Lukaku. Second minute of stoppages of 4. De Rossi wants a bit more calm by his hand actions there. Italians can get quite animated, I can assure you, but a quality first half of football. Roma are back in this. Many thought that Roma could have ended Leverkusen's run at the Olimpico. That wasn't to be. They do have a couple of cards to be played in the second half. Will Florian Wirtz make an appearance? He's on the bench, as is Boniface. Project doing a fine job up forward. They've been crisp, especially across lateral spaces. And here he comes again. Project into the left half space, up against Ndika. Held his hands back behind and finds Mancini. A measured ball forward. Lukaku couldn't work things out, and then he can hack it away. Asmun in a foot race here with Hincapie. Iranian got there off the Ecuadorian though, and might be a Bayer throw, what the referees say. Or was Asmun offside in the lead up to this? 90 seconds to go in the half. Roma would be ecstatic with the result thus far. A delighted De Rossi in the dressing room, but can they go on and finish this? They need one more just to get it to extra time. Mercurial season from Bayer Leverkusen. Tempo of the game has been with them, I'd say, for a good 80% of it. Unlucky not to find a goal before Roma got their penalty. These sides meeting last season at the same stage. Roma getting through 1-0 on aggregate. Chip ball out from the back. It was Eduardo Bove also with the goal that the difference maker in that time. Tar gives away another free kick. This will go for Lukaku. The Bayern number 4 has that yellow armband on the left arm. Needs to stay on. He's also got a yellow card to go with that yellow armband. Tapsoba, the other centre-half, got one in the 20th minute. So a few worrying concerns for both coaches, Mancini and Zalewski. 2 Roma defenders, also Paredes, who scored the penalty, has a yellow. Are there going to be some changes, bit of tinkering from either coach? Good one too from Angelino to Pellegrini, was clipped from behind, then turns, finds space 30 yards away. Lukaku, first time pass. Cristante wants to turn, then puts the ball in. Asmun, it deflects and straight to Kovar. That was lucky for Bayer, because Roma thought they would go with the first touch passes to try and get to 2-0 as the halftime whistle goes. Asmun and Hincapie having a few words, but they are happy words by the look of it. Roma with a goal. You wouldn't have thought so based on the balance of play. Paredes with that penalty, and it is up to Jonathan Tah to apologise to the side in the dressing room at the break. But apart from that, Xabi Alonso's side much the better thus far, and Roma with some hope to get another goal in the second half. Can they do it, or will Bayer go on and get to Dublin? We'll be back in about 10 minutes. It's Bayer. Welcome back to this Flash Score broadcast, the UEFA Europa League semi-final. Second leg, it is Bayer Leverkusen leading on aggregate 2-1. Roma leading on the night 1-0. We're about to get away for the second half, and Bayer will get us going from right to left. Long ball from Tapsoba down the left wing towards Lojek. Repelled for the moment, but picked up again by the black and reds. Lojek could dabble forward, he lost his footing, was hit from behind, but already lost possession. Referee Makelius says play on. They win it back again. This is a good start from them. Bright in the first 30 seconds. Tapsoba allowed to run it forward down the right flank for Frimpong. Adli, the inside option. Getting forward is Xhaka. Frimpong now for Palacios. Xhaka 30 yards away. Up for Hincapie. Now Grimaldo. They're trying to team up the Ecuadorian into the middle away from Mancini. He'll be kept in by Zalewski, who's been put to the right side of the defence. We're going to check to see if there's any changes at the half-time break. A minute gone. Still Leverkusen trailing by a goal to nil, but leading 2-1 on aggregate. The other side of the draw is Atalanta leading Marseille on aggregate by 2-1. Lookman with a goal. That is in Italy. Atalanta home match. Roma will play them next. This is wonderful from Leverkusen. They deserve a goal. They can't get it from Grimaldo's cutback. Again, Roma get bodies in the way. And it's Lukaku and Asmun. The duo up forward. Out-muscled. Well done by Hincapie. Asmun went to the ground as he did when they won the penalty. Paredes dispatched that at the end of the first half. Very nearly scored again if it wasn't for Tapsoba's clearance over the bar. But in saying that, looking at the stats, as Leverkusen picking a way through, just wriggling through every time. Now Grimaldo doesn't cross, waits for Hincapie. Back in, it's Lojek coming deep. Topo that out towards Tapsoba. Good pass forward down the right wing. Frimpong delicately trying to chip that through. Comes off Pellegrini. Had that first change of the game in the first half. It was Spinazzola going off injured, and then Zalewski came on, got an almost instantaneous yellow card. Atalanta have gone 2-0 ahead over Marseille. Max Ruggeri to make it 2-0 at the Gevier Stadium. So Bayer with a corner from the right side. Aston Villa still trailing Olympiacos 1-0, so 5-3 on aggregate for the Greeks over Villa. For now it's Grimaldo. This all curl towards Zvilla. Managed to keep this through Tar. Gave away the penalty on Asmun. Wins a corner. That was expertly done, but he was offside. So 49th minute we go into. Already gone out before he brought it back into the field of play. Wouldn't say it's nerve-wracking for Bayer fans. They have been the better side as Roma go short from the back. It's chipped over to the right wing where Mancini waits. He headers it forward. Well done by Zalewski. Back to the defence. Now it's Lukaku. They need to get a good ball forward down from Mancini. It'll bounce all the way over to El Shaarawy. Angelino managed to go the width of the field and the length of it, and then back to halfway. Roma going from left to right. They're in their away strip. White shirts, white shorts, white socks. Who will make the first move in the second half? Leverkusen winning 2-1 on aggregate, but overall 4 yellow cards in the first half for Roma, 2 for Bayer. as Roma coming down through Cristante, out the right wing. Zalewski can use Mancini if he wants, gets it back in towards Cristante, can shoot and make it 2-0. No, it's gone straight to the keeper, couldn't drag it away to open up the space and the angle. But Brian Cristante with a glorious chance that has struck Tar on the way through. No, it's struck Hincapie on the way through, and that's what's taken a bit of the heat off the shot from Cristante. Good score against Brighton. Roma to get here. Had to take down Brighton 4-1 on aggregate. Long ball for Bayer. It's a foot race between Indica, who headers it back for Sevilla, under real pressure from Adli. It's a very, very quick player, Amina Adli. 23-year-old Moroccan. His countryman's been scoring goals in the Conference League against Aston Villa. 1 goal and 2 assists in the Europa League for Adli. His namesake with AC Milan, no longer in the Europa League, knocked out by Roma on the way here. This is well done from Bayer. They win it up high and they have a box midfield coming forward. It's worked out by Cristante. Lukaku coming, first time ball, that was magnificent, kept in by Zalewski. This ball back inside was picked up by Grimaldo. Tar will restart, 51st minute. Leverkusen, they can lose and still go through. So Roma with a 1-1 draw at the Olimpico. Lukaku scored there, and then Bremer equalised for Juventus on the weekend. Before that was the loss to Leverkusen. Before that was the 2-2 draw with Napoli. That was a stoppage time, or nearly stoppage time, goal from Abraham to get the point for Roma. Just restrict Napoli as well. Napoli still had a chance to overtake Roma back then. 3 games to go in Serie A. Not so in the Bundesliga. Just a couple of games left. Bayer will take on Bochum and Augsburg. The last game on May 18th, and then it's possibly a trip to Dublin, the Europa League final. Then it will be the final in the DFB Pokal against Kaiserslautern, former German champions. Leverkusen now are German champions. They've never won the Europa League since it's been reformed, as the ball is through vertically for Hoffmann, who couldn't keep it from going out. Just looking at the history for European competitions between these two sides, Roma have won the Conference League, twice runners-up in this competition, 1991 and 2023. Also runners-up in the Champions League, 1984. As Roma play it out from the back to the left side. It's a high challenge on Angelino. It's come off the Spanish left back. It'll be a Bayer throw. Now for Bayer Leverkusen, they've won one German Cup back in 1993, but in Europe, it's the Europa League. Back then it was called the UEFA Cup, 1987-88. Is what this competition is now, but back then it was knockouts all the way through at that level of competition. Not the champions. And Frimpong squares this up to the penalty spot. Flojek was hoping it would make its way through. Cleared away, but they still find space, and the shot, and it's just wide to the right from Adli. That was super quick thinking from him. Good stop as well. He was 22 yards in line with the right post, and has fired that about a foot wide, maybe a little less than that, under the legs of Indica. Leverkusen also runners-up in the Champions League 2002. So 1 time each to be runners-up in the ultimate competition. As Roma putting in some staunch defending. They've been quite good not to concede. It's some of it's been through luck. Good double save from Sevilla on one occasion. Definitely is the number one in terms of first choice goalkeepers now. He's taken that tag away from Rui Patricio. Angelino squares it up. Here comes Paredes, the goal scorer. from the spot though. First goal in this competition this season. Lukaku couldn't be located. That's a wasted pass out to the right wing for Leverkusen on the counter-attack from Xhaka. Disappointed with himself and should be. Former Arsenal man, 10th appearance with 1 assist in the Europa League. 3 goals in the Bundesliga. Started off with Basel into Mönchengladbach. So Angelino with a throw, 10 minutes into the second half. Roma chasing one more goal to take this to extra time. Can they do it? They've got the ball out to Zalewski. Lukaku's good in the air. He doesn't go with a cross. He wants to cut this back. In the corner. Still going. And he put the pass back for Cristante. Good shepherding off the ball from Mancini to deny Logic from picking that up. Everyone back for Leverkusen. Mancini tries the cross to Lukaku's foot, then back out of the box. Picked up by Paredes. This time they'll try something out the left where Angelino waits with El-Shaarawy. On the halfway line, Ndicka. Good ball. That's unlocked Cristante on an angle. Ajmun now, 25 yards away, goes for the goal. Good save. Spilled it though. Picked up and put away by Hincapie. And Mancini will get Roma launching once more. Ndicka. Slow, patient build-up, you would call this. He's trying to be smart. Nothing world-class about Roma. Good play for Bayer, despite not finding a goal in that first half. Chip ball forward. Hassan won't get there. Kovar will. He'll roll it out to Tapsoba. It's been unrelenting from Bayer, despite their failure to find the back of the net. How long will it take them? As Frimpong hits the accelerator up against El-Shaarawy. On the right wing, just outside the box. It was well done by Paredes, Cristante, Mancini. Goes to the long ball. Lukaku trying to use his big frame. He's outdone by Hincapie. It's a good battle between those two. So no cards so far in the second half. 12 minutes gone. A lateral ball for Bayer. It's got a player hanging off another. It's a poor finish from it's Adli on the left boot. But this time in line with the left post. He did snatch at it. Asmun just a couple of minutes ago tested Kovar from about 20 yards, and now they'll come down the left flank. Roma looking for the goal. Oh, it's a good save. Again from Kovar, watched it all the way, got down. They are starting to ask questions of the Czech goalkeeper, that's for sure. Wirtz and Undrick with the first leg goals. Since then, Paredes has responded with a penalty. A throw now for Zalewski. It's long towards that right post. It's nodded on, needs to be put home. It's an acrobatic clearance. And that was Frimpong getting the job done. Now they've got the overload here. If they can find the space, and they have. Ndicka, he's got a 2-man situation. It's Frimpong, chance for... That's Hoffman, who's been closed down. And again, both keepers having big saves in this game. As usual, at this level, De Rossi having a quick glance over at Xabi Alonso, trying to style it out, making out he wasn't nervous. The Hoffman from the edge of the 6-yard box on the right side, trying to tuck it under Zvila. Got down low, and then his left arm blocked the effort of the 31-year-old German. Just a minute before that, it was El-Shaarawy put that from outside the left post, low, on an angle, trying to drive it into that bottom right corner. But Kovar, that was on target, and that was a beautiful save. Bay Arena being treated to a spectacle. It's been unrelenting by Roma in the second half. They know they have to push. Able-bodied, still staggering along despite the deficit of a goal. Just one goal. Let's check in on Marseille, who have a 2-goal deficit after drawing 1-1 at home. Ruggeri and Lookman for Atalanta, who look as though they're going to make a European final. It is massive news, because despite what you may believe about Atalanta, they're not a huge club. They always make a fist of it every season since Gasparini's arrived. Now it's Leverkusen, Xhaka, back from Hoffman. Palacios, Xhaka. Project comes, back to goal. It's out for Xhaka to Grimaldo. Delicate chip. Back for Grimaldo. Blocks, and that's Pellegrini. Asmund sets off. Bayer locking them in here. A lateral run across the box. It's given away by Pellegrini. Needed to do better. Didn't have much option. Bayer coming. They want the goal, and saved by Svila. It was threaded underneath Ndicka from Project. They were up on their feet in the dugout for Bayer 04. And it's just a matter of time, you think. Half an hour to go. They trail by a goal, and they always find a way out of danger to keep that undefeated streak going. 48 games so far, and again Roma trying to build from the back from a short goal kick. Alonso's side have ended Munich's dominance of German football. They've won the Bundesliga, one game away from reaching a first European final in over 2 decades. Incredible run. The streak is already a record for a team in one of Europe's big 5 leagues. Now if they can keep it going for just 5 more games, then it could see them pull off arguably one of the greatest achievements in football history, an invincible treble. The title is wrapped up, German Cup and UEFA League to add to their trophy cabinet. Everyone wants to beat them, winning in Italy in that first leg by 2-0. Wrap it up here. It was Lukaku. Oh, he put that back. It was blocked on the way through to goal. It was Pellegrini with a shot. Now it's Zalewski. Tries the cross, and again it is repelled. That's hit Grimaldo. So Zalewski with another attempted long throw, you would think. 62nd minute as they look for the equaliser in the tie overall. Big throw. This time it's nudged out. It's off by a defender for a corner. Good result for Roma. Set piece for them. Let's look at the stats. And there's a plethora of corners in the first half for Bayer. 6-3 now. Pellegrini has to send this in on the right boot from the right side. It'll curl away from Kovar to the near post, to the penalty spot, and then Bayer can break. Fizzled out, and they've got a line of 5. They've got numbers. If the stab from Angelino didn't work out to the right of the cross. Oh, that's a shocking finish from Hoffman. Roma players are saying that it should have been put out of play before that, but Hoffman has skied his effort. And I think Roma are trying to say it's hit an arm at the other end from the corner. What are they asking for? I think it's tenuous at best. No, it's hit the back, or did it hit the arm of... Let's see here from this angle. Ooh, I think they might have a case. You just never know. Hlojek's arm, it's hit his fist. And these things are so devastating, as De Rossi and Alonso again have a chat. A potential penalty check which could go to Roma. Hlojek wouldn't have known the ball was coming at all, and his arm was kind of wrapped up towards his body, but his fist was out, and I think that's what it's hit. This would be devastating for Bayer, because it's one of those crosses that comes in. There's a group of players, it hits the last one that can't see anything, and it's hit his fist. So a potential penalty review that Danny McElliott has gone over to have a look at. The VAR person is getting the screen up. He's having a bit of trouble there. The man from Hawkeye. Come on, you can get it up. Here it comes. Now the referee doesn't have to crouch down. Well done. The referee now has a full view of the screen. What is he going to say? Did that hit the fist? Not from that angle, he won't see it. He's seen it there, and I think he's going to give a penalty. So I think Roma will have another spot kick, but will be confirmed by the ref. Or was he being dragged? Referees said that he's had a good look, and he points to the spot. Roma will have another one to level this at 2-2. Will it be Paredes once more? It's gone to a virtual assistant referee who advised the ref, Danny Makelia, to come over and have a look. This is against Adam Plojek for it's just hit his hand on the way through, and it's so disappointing to see those give it. But it is part of the law book. And again, Roma from the spot will have a chance to make it 2-0. Paredes has the ball, looking to get his second goal of the game, second goal of the Europa League season. What can he do? Roma desperate to get back on terms. 66th minute. This time it's down the other end, and Kovar dances around on the goal line, trying to get in the mind of Leandro Paredes. No Dybala out there remembering, otherwise he would be the number one candidate. What can Paredes do from here? Moves in, finds the bottom left corner, and he runs off to celebrate. Roma are back. It is 2-2 on aggregate, and they lead 2-0. Leverkusen aren't used to this. They could have got a goal to lead in this game at 0-0. They could have taken it out to 3-0 on aggregate, but they have conceded twice. 2 penalties for AS Roma. The Giallorossi are taking this to Xabi Alonso. He couldn't write this script. Leverkusen going to the Olimpico and getting 2 goals. Roma then coming to Bayer Arena. Plojek, it's a little bit clumsy, but it is a penalty by the letter of the footballing laws. This time Kovar diving, if you're looking at the goal, to the right side, to his left, and Paredes picking out that bottom left corner. Jeez, he smashed that into the side netting, and that is a beautifully taken penalty. And they go to the corner flag where all the Roma fans that have made the trip, I'm sure there's a few Italians living in Germany here, and Zvila has been so important. Now Leverkusen, what will they do? Next goal wins. 2 goals in 13 matches overall for Leandro Paredes. 3 assists, I should add, for him. His 3rd stint at Roma after leaving Juventus. Is there going to be 2 Italian teams in the final? Atalanta looking the goods to get through at 3-1 on aggregate there. Olympiacos still leading Villa by 1-0. So Dortmund, Real Madrid. Could be Atalanta, Bayer, Atalanta, Roma. Fiorentina making the final of the Conference League, and it looks like it will be Olympiacos, and that is going to take place in Athens, that final. I do believe it's not at the stadium of Olympiacos, so let's see how things go. There's a lot of drama around Europe, especially in footballing terms, as Bayer come down the right side. Good ball into the middle, to the mixer, I should say. As Villar came, player went down. Hoffman it was, who put his effort way over the top of goal at 1-0. Plojek puts it back, and what is Alonso going to do? He's got Wirtz on the bench. If he wants him, he'll just give this 11 a chance to pull a goal back and to get into the lead. It's pull a goal back to save themselves from losing and put an end to their winning streak, their undefeated run. But I don't think they'll care about that. They want to get through to the final. Losing to Roma in the semi-final is nothing to be ashamed of at all, but they're just not used to leaving the pitch with a defeat by Leverkusen. That is testament So not just Xabi Alonso, but the whole squad in its entirety, as Hoffman went down quite easily, looking for a penalty the other way. As Victor Boniface the answer. But also warming up. Might be a change coming soon. Just the one so far. Zalewski in for the injured Spinazzola. That was in the 21st minute. Had 3 yellow cards before that, 3 after it, and a couple of penalties in that chronological order. So from the right, Adli with a throw. Back underway. Tapsoba in for Xhaka. Tapsoba. Roma not pushing. Not being too greedy. Happy that they've got it back on terms. Can they get a winner inside 90? That would be something for the history books, something to tell your grandkids about as a Roma fan, if you are one. Tapsoba, good ball into the middle for Hlojek. Lost his footing, lost his balance. It's hacked away by Angelino. Out for a throw. Right side, about 25 yards back from the corner flag. Astute defending from Roma. Just when Hlojek thinks he's going to be able to control and shoot on the turn, it's been getting closed down. Azmoun looks like he's got a cramp in that right leg. He's getting treatment from some of his own teammates. Pellegrini and Ndika coming. Good to see Ndika back in competitive football after taking a knock against Udinese. It's like Eduardo Bove might be coming in. He was the winner, scored the winner. He's a winner. Got Roma to last season's final. Can they get there again? They're about to take Atalanta on Sunday night. We'll be bringing you that broadcast live on Flash Score. Will they meet them in the Europa League final, but in Dublin? Atalanta still leading by 2-0. Those goals, Lukman and Ruggeri. Not forgetting, we'll be bringing you standard rounds of live action and official Premier League broadcast. Bove is coming on for Azmoun. So this is still rejigging. They're just putting an extra body into the middle. As Bove is a central midfielder, we call him the wrecking ball. Down the right again. Bayer looking for a goal. Adli tried the cross, came back off Angelino. Bove wearing the number 52. Italian midfielder. He's rock solid in the middle of the pitch. On for Sada Azmoun. He's had a reasonable game. Derossi just changing things up. Bove in for game number 12 this season. 1 goal. He scored 1 last year. They only played a couple of games in the Conference League season where they won. It's the only piece of European silverware. Here's a shot and it breaks kindly, and then it's put wide once more from the penalty spot. Good turn, and this time it was Hlojek, and that was a shot from 30 yards. Was it a shot, or was it just a direct pass in from Tar? Either way, that has just nipped to the right of goal, and Bayer fans, they're up on their feet. They want to see this. Don't care if they lose. They just want a goal, get them through to Dublin. Patrick Schick is about to be introduced. Long ball down in the Bayer half. They've got a 2-on-1 up against Ndika, who got his foot in the way, put it out of play. Now we'll have the change. Former Serie A player, it's Patrick Schick. So Hlojek off. Schick is on. 1 check for another. One of them's 21, going off for the 28-year-old version. Fourth year, former Roma player comes in. Also formerly the sub. And this competition's got 5 goals. And for his 8th appearance, it's been a big contribution for him. For his side to win the Bundesliga, 6 goals in that competition for him in 18 appearances. His best season was 24 back in 21-22. Out to the right side, they had that tilt. Going backwards though. Tar. Now it's with Hincapie. Grimaldo coming deep. Lukaku just patrolling. Now bringing Roma a long way forward, all the way back to the keeper. Kova trying to isolate Schick with Ndicka, who's given away a free kick. That's a good outcome for Bayer. They've worked it up to the left wing. Hincapie looks inbound. Xhaka spreads play out to the right where Frimpong can find Adli. Went for the cross. Won't work out. Tapsoba and Frimpong over there. Frimpong double teamed and gives away a cheap throw. Quarter of an hour to go in the 90. Are we going to extra time? Angelino and Bove doing the defensive duties over there. Quite rigid in the last 10 minutes since they've got back to 2-2 on aggregate. Now is a chance for Schick, who'll fire straight into Mancini. The bounce can end up with Hincapie, Grimaldo. Now Adli out the left wing up against Mancini. Inside ball into the box as well. Hoffman got a little push in the back from Bove, kept his footing. Back into the middle with Tar. Low block for Roma. Bayer penetrating. Somehow Roma's holding on. Bove has won a free kick. Player down. Might have been Pellegrini that got the hit, and immediately Ndicka was calling for the medical team to come out. It was Pellegrini and it was Tapsoba. Might have been just an awkward fall and then a hit of the head on the ground from Pellegrini. Xabi Alonso is starting to show a few frustrations. Haven't seen him really get animated throughout the season apart from celebrating. Positive result after positive result. Is this the one where it goes pear-shaped? Well, if you asked a Bayer fan what they prefer, they'd probably say that they want the Bundesliga. How long until we see €120 million man, Florian Wirtz? Will he get a few minutes before the 90's up if they need him? They're trying to get through without him, and also Boniface with some Schick introduced. Pellegrini's up and he's okay. Probably wanted some instructions. Got a big ice pack on the back of his head. Is it his time to come out? He's known for coming out before the end of the game. Bove and Zalewski in for Spinazzola and Asmund. Spinazzola is a big loss. He's been in outstanding form since January. Trying to get back in Spalletti's side for the Euros. That will be contested in this very nation. Italy, the defending champions. England probably the favourites with France. Also Germany as the host nation. Portugal, Spain, then maybe Netherlands and Italy. Dark horses. All depends on Gianluca Scamacca, doesn't it? He's been brilliant. 22 or so goal involvements as Lukaku still waiting up forward. No Dybala, no Wirtz so far. Coaches content with what they've got. Despite Roma leading, having scored in general play, 2 penalties have them back in this contest at 2-2. Down the right side, it's Frimpong. Now Tapsoba. Interesting setup. Line of 4, then 2, then a couple out wide for Bayer. On the left, it's Adli. Square ball. Inside for Hoffman. Needs some help. Palacios puts it forward. Hincapie with a good cross and a header. Oh, was met by... It's Frimpong who made the run in centrally. He's just overrun it. Came in with real whip on it. Inviting ball, and he's put that to the right of goal and a little high. Chris Smalling is about to come in. Might be a double change. Angelino coming off. So Smalling coming in, the Englishman. He's been with Roma quite a while. Also, it's a double English change. Angelino's been quite tenacious out there. Abraham also coming in. So De Rossi trying to win this in the last 10 minutes. Pellegrini is the other player coming off. Just run out of gas. But now that is El Shaarawy, Lukaku and Abraham. Paredes, Bove, Cristante, Ndicka, Smalling, Mancini, Zalewski. And how are they going to work this? I'd say Cristante, Bove and Paredes in the middle. Chris Smalling and Ndicka might be the two central defenders as Hoffman comes out and Wirtz comes on. It's what everyone at the Bayer Arena wanted to see. Number 10. Can he work his magic as Abraham comes into the middle? Wanted to square that up for Lukaku. It was the wrong side of the defender. Away come Bayer on the counter. Will we see Dybala? Will they need it? Frimpong takes on the man, squares it up, and they have the numbers, Roma, to send it back for another corner. Shaarawy and Smalling were there to cover that angle, but Frimpong has shown just how lightning quick he is. He took on Ndicka, the Ivorian, and the Pharaoh, they call him. El Shaarawy, Egyptian heritage. Played a big spell in China. Now it comes in from that side, and Villar came. Oh, it's into the back of the net. Bayer have scored from an own goal. A calamitous own goal. Villar saying that he was impeded. It is Leverkusen 1, Roma 2, and Leverkusen are ahead on aggregate by 3-2. Now the goal hasn't been added onto the scoreboard yet. What is the referee going to do? De Rossi, stressed look on the Roma coach, goes to the fourth official. Finally, the number 1 gets added on for Leverkusen. And they will obviously look at this. They are bouncing in the stands at the Bayer Arena. Back in front on aggregate. They won't care if they lose this 2-1 as long as they get through. Now Villar, don't think he was impeded. If anything, it was Smalling in his way. Did Smalling get a shove from Schick? And then Mancini watched it go in. It was all in slow motion for the Roma defenders who couldn't do anything. No one on that back post. It's come off Mancini and in. Could be the knockout blow off one of their finest players of the season. And now we might see Paulo Dybala come in. From the kickoff, the goal stands. Nothing you can do. That's off Mancini. And 83rd minute response from a set piece. Can't say they haven't deserved a goal. Not sure if Roma have deserved 2, but they have 2 from the spots. And now they have to push numbers forward. And this is where Bayer can hurt them. Mancini fires a long ball in the direction of Abraham. Lukaku wasn't anywhere near it. And Bayer can come. They come in those ladders as well done by Xhaka to keep the ball down that right side. Tapsoba happy, might go to his keeper. Kovar with the touch. What can Tammy Abraham do? 26-year-olds Englishman coming in, scored the equaliser against Napoli. Been out for a long time with an injury. Got injured on the last round of last season. Fourth appearance in the Europa League this term. Scored once last season in this competition for Roma. That's what they need from him now. Coming down the right, it's Zalewski, pushed over to the right side of the pitch. It's one of his favourite positions. Right back, right wing. Florian Wirtz, 21-year-old German, has masterminded this Bundesliga title. 11 goals, 11 assists in that competition. He's 4-4. So a bit of numerology there as Roma have the ball on the halfway line. 5 minutes to go before added time. Smalling, his pass will end up with Mancini. He's at right back. He'll send it in long. El Shaarawy couldn't get anywhere near it. It goes over his head, and it is the Germans with the throw in their right back pocket. This is where Roma need to hem them in. As Villar came off his line, and that is a big moment in the complexion of who's going to go to Dublin to face Atalanta. Are they still in front? Let's have a quick look. Still leading 2-0, and we're in stoppages over there. Bayer with an all-important goal. They might have their unbeaten streak come to an end after 48 games, unless they find another one. Was it ever in doubt? Wirtz, square pass, Xhaka, Frimpong, edge of the box, looking for the equaliser. Not resting on their laurels. It's good save from Villar. Got his foot to that. Pounds it back over. Deep away from goal. Picked up again. Tapsoba. They come with a long-range effort. Go straight to the keeper from... It's Adli, who's been an interesting player up forward. Very, very lively. Hasn't got his radar on this evening. Oh, Villar nearly gave it away to Schick. A little bit clumsy at ground level. Composure from Paredes was required. Roma might need a third penalty here to take it to extra time. Nothing heroic about their performance, but they very, very nearly did it, didn't they? Is it over yet? Or is there a little bit of Madrid in Roma? Spanish capital to Italian. Can they find something? Can they dig deep as Tapsoba and Frimpong on that right tilt once more? Schick all alone on the penalty spot up against Smalling and Mancini. Double team, they don't bother. They keep it with Wirtz. They want to win a set piece and chew up a few seconds off the clock, I'd say. Wirtz, lovely first touch. Back in for Xhaka. Back out to Wirtz on that right side. Stretching the play. Then back inside. They've got two there. Frimpong. Oh, that is a wonderful save by Villar. And then the acrobatic clearance. Still, it comes back. It ping-pongs back in. And unfortunately, Frimpong is offside. So, Villa losing by 2-0. Well, that is sensational from Olympiacos Piraeus and Xabi. And he's got 5 goals against Villa in a home and away. That is quite incredible. And Roma coming through. Ndika. He's playing at left back. He's pushing up because they need a leveller on aggregate. They huffed and they puffed. They couldn't blow it down. Now El Shaarawy, fair distance away. Mancini made the run to the spot. It would have been offside by the look of it. Now Abraham kept on playing, but the flag is up. It's against Mancini, I think. At the wrong side of Nkapie. But down the other end, there's a counter-attack here. They could seal it. Another angle save. Who is that against? Is it against Wirtz? No, it might be against Adli. Smalling, push and shove. Wirtz really getting in their faces. Just have to settle things down. Bayer don't want that. They don't want any cohesion. Nothing calm about this. Yellow card was shown. Change is coming, and it is Stanisic, the number 2, to come in for Jeremy Frimpong, who's been a miracle worker this evening. He's been putting doubt in the minds of his opponents all evening. I did see Stanisic on the touchline. But number 6, double change. Kusunu is 1. Stanisic for Frimpong, and Grimaldo is the other one. So 2 of their very best coming out. We're into stoppages. 91st minute of the game. At this point, it is Leverkusen going through 3-2 on aggregate. A bit of revenge for last season. They went out by the solitary goal. They might get through with the same difference there. Odilon Kusunu is on. He's a defender. They're just looking to ensure that they have the numerical superiority. His 3rd season with Bayer since leaving Club Brugge. Started off with Hammarby. 7 minutes of stoppages, so there is some hope for Roma. I'll try something. It was all hope. It goes directly out for a goal kick for Kovar. 2nd minute of 7. Kosunu is in for game number 8 in the Europa League. Xabi Alonso quite content to see this through. I guess without going too gung-ho, Bayer would love a goal just to take it to 49 games. Attack from Kovar down the right wing. That was pinpoint. Tapsoba took it down the line, and his lovely Xhaka Palacios out to the right wing once more. Frimpong's not there. Stanisic is. I've got numbers with Wirtz. First time touch from Schick. Controlling the tempo. That's what it's all about in these final vital moments. Who would you pick in a final on this performance? Atalanta and Bayer might be squaring off. I'd say 50-50. Can Atalanta step up? It's psychological, isn't it? But with a loss for Leverkusen, Atalanta might start believing. So Roma might do their countrymen a favour. The Wirtz gets a yellow card. So that's been confirmed from a couple of minutes ago. As Lukaku tries to cross this in, and Dicker was waiting. So was Abraham. They've won a corner. Left side it's going to come in from a set-piece opportunity. Can Roma strike back? Stanisic, the Croatian, first year since leaving Bayern Munich. He is a player that's on loan. What a season to be on loan at Bayer Leverkusen. And for game number 12, he's got 3 assists. 24 years old. Right, so no Dybala. It's coming towards the left post. Back out. Sent back in. Cristante waits. Little bounce for Paredes. 2 penalties to be proud of, regardless of the situation. And Abraham attacked the ball in from the right side. Smalling was there, and he's put it to the right of the right post. Delicate ball through. Paredes has ball there, and Smalling needed to put that on target. It was actually off a Bayer player, so Paredes will take a corner from the right. Cristante trying to shake his marker. The volley from the edge of the box. Looking for another penalty. I don't think they're going to get it, but Ndicka persevering. Xhaka's back there. They've given away a throw, though, into the 5th minute. Roma. Was there an offside? I think that's going to go Bayer's way. So they can take it down quickly. They've got the numbers here. Keeper's off his line. Zvila. Oh, I think that's just clipped the outside of the post. Everyone on their feet once more. Schick from 30 yards. Realised Zvila was off his line. They're going to send it back down the other way. They are living dangerously. La Lupa, La Magica. Would have been a magical comeback. Still time, 2.5 minutes. To the far left channel. Stanisic needs to make the right decision. It's a 2-on-2. Abraham nearly won it back. There's players out of position left and right. And getting back, it was well done by Barvet. Now Zalewski gets the throw. Cricket ball from Zvila. No one in front of Zalewski. Wirtz isn't bothering. Zalewski wins a throw. He can get these in long. We've seen them 2 or 3 times come in. As Hincapie takes up position on that right side as Schick belts it away to safety. And again the foot race is on. Adley gets there first. 4 players back for Roma. Then the cavalry arrive. Wirtz just tapped it on. They'll take it out to the right wing for Xhaka. 90 seconds to hang on. Can they get an equaliser? Oh, that's poor from Abraham. He gives away a free kick. It was unnecessary. But again, it's in frustration, knowing that you're about to be eliminated. So Bayer can take this, take their time. Schick moments ago chipped it over the top of the keeper. Didn't hit the post. It was about half a metre to the left of goal. It was lovely to watch as Abraham has been pushed over. He's still down. Wants a free kick. Denied. Now down the right again. Here they come in. Xhaka, can they make it 2-2? They can, and they avoid the defeat. This is stunning. The final nail in the coffin from the substitute is Stanisic, who took it off his right onto his left, and they avoid defeat, which is just huge. Bayer Leverkusen are through to Dublin, through to the Europa League final in 2023-24. The Bayer Arena erupts in Xabi Alonso. That's a proud look on the face of the coach. Roma were out to 2-0. They look good to win this, but somehow, as they always do, for the 49th time in a row, Bayer Leverkusen avoids defeats. And again, in stoppages. They love doing that. A commitment from the entire squad that has lasted from last season all the way through to this. They have been ambitious. They're just so well set up, technically gifted. Exquisite football. Stanisic. It's, from what I can see on his stats on the Flash Score app, that is the first goal of his European career. 3 assists, and the man on loan from Bayern Munich came storming in from that right side into the half space, went to the edge of, I'd say, about 9 yards away, and put it across Zvila into the bottom left corner. And Xabi Alonso, he is living a dream. Stanisic off to the races. They weren't going to stop him after scoring that one, and they were all on their feet to worship the substitute that comes on, 24-year-old Croatian. And now there's a few words on the touchline. De Rossi trying to sort things out. You need to go out gracefully. 2-2. Nothing to be ashamed of coming to the Bayer Arena and getting a result. It was all coming down in the end to that first leg. Roma losing at home by a couple. They should have got one in that game. Leverkusen were fortunate to get 2 and to get out to a 2-goal lead, but that is their season. You make your own luck. And Roma on the night, this is going to be De Rossi's. Let's look at his stats. It is draw number 6. So he's only lost 4 times. From kickoff, it's all over. It's 4-2 on aggregate. 7 minutes are up, and they run onto the pitch. at least the two coaches can hug it out. Alonso and De Rossi, two of the future stars in the coaching arena. The managers say it all. Bayer Leverkusen deservedly through to the final that we will be bringing you on the 22nd of May. Live Sport EU Network flash score. Hincapie celebrates, says a prayer, as many of the Bayer fans were doing. Collective prayer got them through, plus the brilliance of their side. The goals, the replies came from an own goal off Mancini. Then Stanisic sealed at the 97th minute. Paredes with two penalties, 43rd and 66th minute. Unlucky for Roma. They were up against one of the formidable outfits, if not the formidable outfit, apart from Real Madrid this season. And Bayer Leverkusen are going to make it a magical final as Atalanta are sealed their place with Touré's goal to make it 3-0 and 4-1 on aggregate over Marseille. So it will be Atalanta and Bayer Leverkusen in the final from Dublin, May 22nd. Can't wait. We'll see you there.